When you go out to eat, your favorite restaurant, keeping a clean kitchen, but that is not always the case. Once again, our Jason Berry with tonight's all-new Dirty Dining report.
A cook on his phone, then handling food, a worker touching French fries with his bare hands. That's just a taste of the violations health inspectors uncovered at Valley restaurants this week.
The Black Rock Coffee Bar on Broadway Road off Priest Drive in Tempe. 3 major health code violations. Organic matter in an ice machine. Window cleaner and bleach near a food prep station. Sanitizer not testing at the proper levels. Barstool at Scottsdale Road and drink water in Scottsdale. 3 violations. An employee handled raw chicken, then handled food. Trash in a hand wash sink. Chili and hot dogs kept past their discard date. The Mountain Park Senior Living Center at 44th Street and Knox Road in Ahwatukee. 4 violations. An employee handled his phone, then food. Mashed potatoes not kept hot enough. Ham, ground beef, and salmon not cold enough in a cooler. Pans of chicken not date marked. Wendy's on Chandler Boulevard off Alma School Road in Chandler. 4 violations. An employee touching fries with his bare hands. Grilled chicken not reheated properly. A box of sanitizer over single service containers. Grilled chicken not at the proper temperature. And the place with the most health code violations? Carniceria Los Amigos at Main Street and Wrecker in Mesa. 5 major violations.
The Carniceria Los Amigos had raw eggs stored over bread. Meat left on a meat slicer blade. Hot dogs wrapped in bacon not at the proper temperature. Carne asada not stored at the proper temperature. And meat left under cutting board tables. The restaurant is now on notice to clean up or could be closed down. Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
All right, that's the bad news. Let's bring you some good news and take a look at the Dean's List showcasing restaurants with perfect health inspection scores from the health department. We begin with Babbo Italian Eatery. That's in McDowell and Estrella Parkway in Goodyear. Laredo's Real Mexican Food at 27th Avenue and Bethany Home in Phoenix. The Habit Burger Grill at Val Vista and Baseline in Mesa. Ling and Louie's Asian Bar and Grill at 96th Street and Shea in Scottsdale. Baskin Robbins, Gilbert Road and Williamsfield in Gilbert. And Culinary Dropout at 1st Street and Farmer in Tempe.